Luke Lowenfield here with Casa Auto Group. We're here at Casa Buick GMC to create Casa's Singing Tree mural. And we've been working with the lead design team for the past couple weeks, generating the vision, seeing what the inspiration might be for an earth image, a tree image, and the space that we all are in together. And today we're gonna see what emerges. We're gonna get messy. We're gonna start painting these beautiful big 8x4 boards that have been prepared for us. And we're excited to see what emerges from the design team today.
So excited to create today, bring our Casa family together to make Casa feel more like home and make our community part of our home.
One of the most ancient parts of man is we have to be part of a community to survive. It's inherent in us. And when you take people, like 8 billion people is overwhelming. It's overwhelming, right? We weren't built for 8 billion people. It makes a lot of sense to me when I hear that. Because I think, we're used to smaller circles. And when you think about 8 billion across the globe, right? And you think about all these people that are so contrary to what we are. Like each one of us, even in the circle, there's differences that we're just like, I'm not going to agree on that at all, ever. And the world is no different. You hear these things, you're like, that's crazy. That's not even real. And you want to kind of like separate yourself from people. But then I found that when you put people in a room together, they tend to find a way to connect instead of trying to separate, because they know that survival is based on community. We know inherently that it's based on community, and we want to be a part of the community in order so we can survive. And I think that's what I found anyway in Casa. That's why it feels like home for me, because we all want to be connected to something that's greater than ourselves. And we are really doing some things that are amazing for our community. For me, as I see it, Casa is a community within itself, like you mentioned earlier. And we belong to something that's greater than ourselves. It's doing good things for other people and being able to serve a purpose in a community to be able to just push that community forward. I just think it's really awesome how that all kind of connects together.
In the military, after deployments, we had gatherings like this with soldiers that went through psychological things, courses. And the meaning of the circle, this circle is like perfect. If you notice, it's a perfect circle, and we all know that out there it's not perfect. So this right here personally gives me hope.
And along those lines, I like that we've included love and community to support. I feel like those are sort of the places when we're in community, we have long experience together, so we can understand each other's humanity in good days and bad days. And when we love each other, we can forgive and we can overlook some of those offenses and also communicate honestly and share our feelings and our experience.
I think what I've loved most about this project so far is seeing everyone come together. It really is in the definition of the word, unity and creativity, but everyone being really creative and getting outside of their normal daily lives, using that creativity that God's blessed us with and feeling really unified through the process. It's been awesome.
What I like about this project is the fact that we have everybody here from all stores gathered together, making art, and it's just so much fun to see everybody's creativity run through the canvas.
This project has been amazing because it's pulled us all out of our comfort zone of being creative and realize we all have a hidden talent. But it's really cool to see us all work in unison on one project.
As you can see, this is not our usual sell cars. Every day, grind or whatever it is. And right now it's 1 o'clock. I've been here since 8 in the morning, but it seems like it's been 20 minutes because it's just so out of the ordinary. I'm doing something that I've never done before. And I don't know how to explain it because it's really interesting how this has taken me by surprise, and I am responding in a way that I didn't expect.
My leaf for this tree says, have faith. I believe that God gives us so much security and structure, but requires us to have a lot of faith and a lot of willingness to tolerate the mystery and the uncertainty, especially in this business or in our personal lives. There's a lot of unknowns, but when we have faith, we can get through them all.
I feel like family here, happy, it's always happy. Energy's great, and blessed just to be blessed around so many people that, you know, think about love, relationships, about just caring, about home, about family. It's just so amazing.
And then my second leaf is the Casa, the roof, and then the color that I went with was like fire. Because coming from my previous job, which was a toxic work environment, coming to this place, which just feels like a home, it ignited a new fire for me, a new passion that I want to grow inside Casa.
I didn't have enough time to draw a lot, but I wrote truthfulness, benevolence, and compassion. I believe that's my belief that that's what heaven is. Once you actually achieve truthfulness in everything you do, benevolence, when you have that intention of being good, do the right thing, right? And of course compassion, to understand that everybody is on a different level and be compassionate towards them and understand them, and also go for growing, and that's what I'm looking for in my life, and I think this is a definition of heaven.
All right. I believe happiness is a journey, and you start by having a good home, and then when you work at something that feels like home, you're closer to heaven. And I see the three people that mean everything, which is my wife and kids. All of a sudden, three characters that Lowenfield show up in my life, and it feels closer to heaven, and that's sincerely. And so my family and this is my only circle, and I'm very happy with it.
What will Wally do? Today, I wonder what Wally would think about this. He would be so happy, really happy. And then my acorn is the seed, the new logo for the auto group, not just Casa, but everybody, and how we're growing.
There you go. Thank you, Sarge, for your energy, my friend. The energy that you bring to the Casa Kia family, the energy that you brought from serving us in a different way, serving all of us, serving all our families. You provided freedom for us and for our country for so long, so we're so grateful to have that type of leadership part of our team, and that energy that you bring to the team every single day, and we're so grateful for it.
I know you for many years now. We've worked together here, and I just admire you. You're a really positive individual that has a lot of knowledge, and I'm just blessed to have you make it.
Luke, I think everybody here, you touch everyone's lives, bro. I don't think it's unique to me. And even throughout this thing that we were doing today with drawing, I'm sure you guys all got a little, you guys doing something and you said, yeah, yeah, that looks great. And, oh yeah, that looks awesome. Because you're just always encouraging everybody, bro. You're always bringing up, lifting up, and elevating everything that you're near, bro. I've said it to you before personally, and I've said it to people who are close to me, that it looks like this big heart with arms and legs. And everywhere you go, it's just love, bro. It's just love.
I want to cheat a little bit because I'm going to ask you to tell me what would the group be without Henry. And if you think about it for 3 seconds, you'll know the value of this gentleman, what he does for everybody. Lifts us up every day. He puts up with my yelling, yes. I can say more because he's just a crucial part of our organization.
That's awesome.
Hello.
When we experience these deaths in life, they're not always comfortable. But when I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I know I can count on the eternal optimist, and I acknowledge your bright, shining sun of optimism in this world, specifically in our family, and more specifically in El Corazón de George Dieter.
There we go.
I was talking to this gentleman earlier about that, about the challenges that we got right now with our salespeople and the new generations and stuff. But when we have this, that gives us a lot of opportunity to think that we can still change people. We can still make people believe on the car business. We can still make people believe on they work hard is gonna take you to a better place. And that's what I like about this. I mean, this unity, I mean, it gives us more energy to keep going. So I love it. Thank you. Thank you for having me.
So what I took from this is that your first move always has to be intentional, no matter what you're doing. But all of this is in the grand scheme of things, and we're doing each our own part for the bigger picture.
Getting out of the comfort zone and doing something you're not used to doing, and being able to bond and build more team network is really good.
I think unity is the word. I feel a lot more united with every single person here.
I see progression. I mean, when I started, it's been said before, I didn't know what to expect. I saw that like a labyrinth, but it was not. It's a way to get somewhere, and now I feel like we're getting there. I like it, love it.
Yeah, I was anticipating being anxious through the process. After the first sit in the circle, and once we get started, there's zero anxiety. It's just you're part of the team. Like Luis said, we're all just part of a bigger machine, and it's all got it done. It's cool.
I think I noticed the beauty in the simple things. Like, I'm definitely not great at any of this, and we all are doing our own little piece and our own small little part, and then you look at it all up there together, and it's kind of like, wow. So, I don't know, and it's also very relaxing, and I think peaceful. So, I may color at home now.
Taking risks definitely, because at the beginning, I know I'm not the best, and I'm actually probably the worst at painting. And when I started doing something else, I afraid I was going to mess it up. But later on, someone else came and actually made something good out of the meatballs that I made. So it's taking risk and knowing that when you have a good team right next to you, they're going to help you make everything better.
I know which one yours is, by the way. Just kidding.
You think that's the lasagna now, right?
I love the realization that really anything is possible if we all work together. The time just went by so fast, and we were creating, we were having fun, and just love what we do.
Just being supportive of each other. You know, we're all part of we're all little pieces to a puzzle, and once we all come together in a union, we create something beautiful. That's what we are. We're just little pieces together. It works.
I guess mine was being a villain, not really knowing what's gonna happen or what I need to be prepared for, and just taking the risk of being here, and also just getting to know that whether I do something wrong, or to me, if I do something wrong, I know that other people might see it as something good, and that's where fixing the little mistakes on the paint or anything like that comes in, and it's kind of like you started something, but someone else saw a different perspective, so it made it look a lot better. And I think sometimes we're just focused like this, and sometimes miss the bigger picture, which is everything around us.
I think what I took away from this is to embrace each other's differences. Because out of many different personalities and types of people, look what we did together.
You know, being in the circle and when you're talking and somebody's listening, it feels good. And I'm taking this away and how we become a better listener to others. Because it's just how I feel, I want people to feel. Just to be able to listen to others and let them speak. Some of the things come through a conversation.
What struck me is with really great leadership and clear vision, there's not a whole lot of communication that was necessary on how to do it. There was some specialized, specific instruction, one-to-one, but we all just kind of started moving and doing this and responding to the vision and the leadership. So I think an invitation for us to create a very clear vision for Casa and be very strong leaders that see when and where to move in and offer support, and when to just trust that the work is unfolding, step back.
For me, I'm a bit of a perfectionist, and I'm saying that very lightly because I'm a really big perfectionist. I'm trying to go through rehab, trust me, but it's hard. No, but on a serious note, I mean, Omar left, but he could attribute to it, or even Rachel. I'm a big time perfectionist. I want it all just done exactly right, and if it's not right, I'll go back to the drawing board 10 or 15 times if I have to. And what I see here, or what I've learned from this today, is that there's something actually I did up here that it's been bothering me the whole time. So I'm gonna be real honest, I'm still coping with it. But how beautiful it all looks in its imperfection, because I know they're not perfect. I know there's a whole bunch of stuff that I did that I'm like, it's not perfect, but it's okay, because it still looks beautiful when you look at it all together, and you step back for a second, you look at what it all is. It's beautiful, and I think that's kind of the thing I've learned, is that it doesn't always have to be perfect to be beautiful.
For me, it's the Casa love, the freedom to express yourself, the freedom to come to work to this environment. I mean, we started working together, and I feel like I was our Casa Kia, you know, friendly, laughing, you know, just making things happen. Look what we did.
Yeah. My takeaway is die to live. It's something that Dad has always spoken about. And when I say that, Ronnie kind of mentioned it earlier, being the oldest brother, you're kind of born into a leadership role naturally. I kind of helped my mom raise my brothers. And I've had to die a lot over the past couple of years as Ronnie's become CEO and led us to amazing things and grown our business. And this was probably the coolest experience for me to allow Luke to lead in a really, really special, cool way, because Luke naturally falls back as the second brother and supports and encourages and loves on whatever that vision is that I have. So to step back and allow him to lead us in that has been so awesome, guys.
Thank you for your vulnerability and sharing that. So each time you made a stroke, you were being a leader. There was nobody else making that stroke. It takes courage to make your mark. The fact is that you each have unique images that come, that no one else has, that are needed. And that's the vision of Casa, is your unique image messages poured together. And we operate like water. All water has the clear goal of getting to the ocean. But the Mississippi River doesn't tell the Colorado River or the Nile how to do it. If you have the clear vision of trust, love, and community as how you operate business, and you all modeled here today the lovely practice of appreciation. So I wanted to share those, and I always knew you would do so.